Welcome to Creative Thinkers and Inventors podcast. This is S. Hannah Safar, creative thinker, inventor, author, artist, and more. Please check out my business book, Small Business Do's and Don'ts by Sam H. Safar on Amazon.com. I hold 14 U.S. utility patents and 6 patent applications. I have a degree in microbiology from U of M. Please donate, support this podcast, and keep us going. I appreciate your help, and thank you for all the support, all the donors that support this podcast. I really appreciate it. Subject of this podcast is AI, artificial intelligence, and can be a genius, CT emotions. Can an AI has a genius emotions, or genius CT, my new term for creative thinker genius, call them genius CT. If you'd like to be a guest on my podcast, please email me at creativeshsnow@gmail.com. Love to hear your comments. The ultimate question is, can we as a human beings develop and make an AI emotional? Creative thinking needs emotion because it is not just to solve problems, it is a creativity. Having the quality of something, quote unquote, created rather than imitated. Having the quality or power of creating, resulting from originality of thoughts, expression, etc. Imaginative. In one of my previous podcasts, I created the term Genius CT. Listen to it and let me know what you think. Before I move on, I want to distinguish here between science fictions, novels, movies, episodes, TV shows that tell story of emotional AI or any AI. I don't want to mix AI that you read in novels or you see in movies or TV shows or any kind of entertainment to that AI that actually existed in our daily lives. Those AI you see on TV, they have emotions and deep emotions. You need to be careful when you watch these things. They don't really exist. And here I'm talking about today's AI. As the AI itself, it drives like in self-driving cars or some graphic programs on your computer or your iPhone that learns your handwriting or your voice recognition, or that AI that plays chess like IBM Watson, or that self-controlled robots. I'm not talking about robots that are controlled by remote controls or set of sequential programming codes, or that show, and you probably watched it, mechanical robots, tough-looking robots fight to destroy each other. I'm really disappointed that lots of smart kids wasting time on building remote control robots instead of real artificial intelligence programming. I'd rather call that show, by the way, is remote controlled cars. And here we are talking about AI programming that becomes more and more part of our daily lives. You know it or not, it is here. Just check your smartphones and you'll notice some sort of AI. I want to talk about the emotion and the creative thinking that kicks on the emotion when an inventor or creative thinker shouts Eureka, and he or she get that emotion, or as I call them, creative thinking bings. It's a bing when a creative thinker feel that emotion of creativity. If you are a programmer, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's say AI gets stimulated and learns something and solved simple problem. That is not a creative thinking to me. That is a fast processing of knowledge and analysis that is stored in that processor or computer. To be creative, you need to move to the next level of emotion, to a deeper and deeper emotional levels to finish your new creation. Let's say you have broken a vase or something and scattered all over the floor. And let's say you have a robot, a artificial intelligence on hand to fix it. The options will come up how to put these pieces together. That vase, probably 10, 50, whatever, how many pieces of glass become. And I'm sure your artificial intelligence can come up in fast and easy way to do it. Maybe illustrate on a computer screen. Now, let's say your AI robot physically need to put the broken vase together. Well, does it say, I have the following things somewhere? I have super glue or some kind of glass glue? Does it say, I have a duct tape? Does it say which pieces I put together first? Or does it say, I will glue it together and wrap it with a duct tape so it holds together? Does it say when the glue is going to dry? Does it know when the glue will dry up and be ready? Does it check if the glue is still wet or the pieces are not glued? If it uses, let's say, duct tape and glue, or duct tape, it's the right solution, right? It found a solution. And it put it back together. You just put it back together and wrap it with duct tape and boom, voila, it's wrapped. You don't see the art on the vase. You see a vase wrapped, broken vase wrapped with duct tape. I'm giving you here this weird example, but bear with me because I will lead to the emotional side of creative thinking. You see, definitely your robot will go fast, come up with a faster solution and put the vase back together in some way or another. But it is emotionally right. This is the ultimate question. Whatever that AI did, is it emotional right to fit your artistic pleasure? Because if that AI robot fixed the broken vase and looks beautiful again, it should bing, a joy, right? It should have that joy. Wow, it looks good. The robot, the AI should say, it looks good. It has to have that joy. And that's what's missing in AI. Those bings of deep emotion to move to the deeper level of creative thinking. To invent is not about bring the first solution. You need the emotion to continue manipulating your inventions, creative thinking, to make it right. You must have emotion. You must have that feeling. It is in the second, first, third stage of emotion, let's say the AI, but will never achieve the satisfaction because it cannot have the emotional drive to that eureka moment. Yes, the eureka moment of creative thinking is the ultimate emotion in any inventor and artist. That's what makes a human creativity unmatchable. It's infinite because we have infinite emotions. Let's say you are an AI programmer and you work with a team to build a specific AI project. In a team, your level of programming varies, and because the team creative thinking varies at different level. Let's say there's one on the team that you call not to the level, expected level. One way or another programmers think he or she is not as smart as the rest of the team. He could only code according to experience and knowledge. The rest of the team wants more. They wanted to be creative. And they blame the failure of the artificial intelligence project on that team member because they know deep inside emotional creative thinking cannot be coded. It's not built by code alone. But as a team, to put an emotion in a computer code or programming code is not possible. You cannot code an emotion. And if you are AI programmer, you know that very well. I'm telling you why. You cannot code an emotion because emotions are infinite in types and levels. Yes, I said emotions are infinite in types and levels. And you cannot reach that infinite level of emotion in your code. So, to make sure you understand the great Mozart, composer Mozart, he was not just a genius or genius CT who can be copied by an AI. He was a genius CT with infinite emotional capability, that an AI will struggle to come up with all the emotional level that he reached to compose a symphony. Creative thinking has an emotion, but AI will not have that emotional capability. If you want to be a guest and present your point of view on Creative Thinkers and Inventors podcast, please contact me at creativeshsnow@gmail.com. Please don't forget to support this podcast by giving small donation. Until the next podcast, keep your creative thinking in full gear and enjoy.